Good morning. Just finishing my last sip of coffee. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna do some risers today. So let's do this as quickly as possible and make something good. At the same time, I gotta get out to work. So let's hop over to the cookbook and start cooking. Hold on one sec. I think someone's in the chat today. I'm gonna say hello. 1 second there, bud. Good morning, and how are you? I'm just hopping over to the chat. Looks like we've got someone's here today. Let's see. Today is Riser Day. Oh, no one's here. Good morning. Let's make some risers. Alright, I thought I saw someone, but I don't know what that is. That is sub. Oh, sub to grow. Don't know what that is. Alright, let's hop on over to the cookbook and take a look. Okay, so you've got your ingredients. Excuse me. By the way, I'm editing the cookbook. I'm about to release part 1. So part 1 is coming out very soon, which is more like a reading. It's like 20 chapters of good practices for sound design. It's a written book with 20 chapters, and then this cookbook, which is more recipe based, which has all the recipes with different topics, will be coming out after. So they'll be sold separately and also in a bundle along with an app that I made or modified. So be on the lookout for that. I'm going to be putting that up for sale soon on Gumroad. Okay, so let's hop over to our synth and start patching. So got an instance of serum and mini meters because it's fun. I like to see the waves, what's happening to the signal as we change it. So we've got our serum 2 with our mini meter. And in our ingredients, we first need a saw wave, which we've started off with, which will be the main sound source. We want 2 voices. These are the unison voices, so we'll do 2. Slightly detuned. That's one way of detuning, but I think we'll do the knob, the detune knob. Turn it up a notch. Hold on. So you can hear what I'm doing. Alright, so oscillator B, we have noise. So let's turn on the noise. And a filter, a low pass filter. Okay. Alright, next we've got the cutoff starting at 300. So we move this to 300. This book really works, so if you do these recipes daily, you're going to learn sound design and make a habit of it. You're also going to build your own sample library, and when you do these recipes, you might do it just a little bit differently and come up with a different sound every time. That's the idea behind it. So envelope 1 is the filter mod. Okay, so we got the filter mod. Opening the cutoff. We make the attack 6 seconds, so it's slowly opening. See that? And then our decay is 1 second, which was already set up fine. Our sustain can be 0. Release can be 50. Whoops. There we go. And resonance mod. Resonance LFO1. LFO1 is the resonance mod. And we'll have that going. Whoops. And it hurts really slow. It's pretty quiet. Let's turn things up. Sorry guys, that's why we can't hear it. It's not turned up. Okay, that's better. We got that. Saw wave. Noise, what do we do? Kicks. Metal ticks. Organics. AC hum. Screws and bowl. Oh, this is cool. So something I've learned with sound design is that you can put Foley into your sounds. And what works really good is metal, like a marble on a metal pan, or scraping metal, or keys jingling, but you slow it down. But you have to sample it at 32-bit float, and then slow it down for the hypersonic sounds. And in Serum here, they've already added some stuff like pebbles in a tube, radio glitch, rain, screws in a bowl. So I've done some of these on my own, different sounds. Cicadas, yeah, it's interesting. So I've started to make my own Foley sound packs, and I'm sampling everything to get my hands on. So big part of sound design. We're looking for, I guess, just white. Doesn't need to be so high. So that sort of sounds like it's rising. Now let's jump over to our effects. Let's do a distortion. Okay. All right, let's see. Maybe that one's good. We can change it later too. Let's add a reverb. Let's get the patch going. No delay today. Let's go. Got things to do. Set this to Hall. Put the decay at 5 seconds. Let's add a delay. Lock these together, put it on 1.8. Whoops. 1.8. Ping pong on 1.8. And just, oh, it was good where it was, 30%. Okay, so let's turn the reverb up. check on this. Our LFO moving that. Maybe we don't want it that high. We just want it ramping up. And how long you want the sample will determine, like we can make it longer, depending what BPM genre you're working in. Alright, fix the tuning. It just sounded like tuned wrong to me, so I just turned that detune down. Okay, so there we go. There's different variations that we can make on this, and one of them is having another filter going the opposite way. Let's try it out. So we would have a high pass, and it's opening the other way. I believe this is what we're using. One sec, yeah, that's good. So you got the two filters opening in opposite directions. That sounds nice. So I quite like that. And then well, let's see. Or you could do a band pass. There's all these different things we could do to it, right? But I'm quite happy with that. So let's render 8 bars. We did that pretty quickly. That'd be a good short video. So maybe I'll chop this and make it short. Haven't spent any time making shorts yet. Get some short videos on YouTube or something for you guys. So we got a riser. Let's do F. F is a popular key. Drum and bass. We'll make it like 8 bars long. 8 bars is the minimum. You can double it. Once we get the sample out, we can double it if we need. Let's turn that on so we can hear it. There we go. Okay. Play that. There we go. We got a nice riser. Okay, we got a nice riser going. We're going to sample it out to audio. This is called reiterative sampling. It's all in my book. Tell it to audio track 11 to listen to number 10, phase plant. Or sorry, serum. We're working in serum. I do love phase plant. Serum's good too though. Alright, let's go. Alright, so we got 8 bars. Where's the 8 bars end? This sometimes throws me off. Okay, 8 is the end of 8. So we've got 8 being the end of 8 right there. Right there, okay. Crop it. So now we can solo this. So you save on CPU for 1 every time you do this, and you can shut these off. Although our computer can take it. This type of reiterative sampling, because every time you do this, you're going to want to put so much stuff on it, you're like breaking it. And then you're going to bounce it out to another sample again and again until you have your sound. So here's our riser. Quickly rename this F. And today we're going to go the next step. We're going to throw our plugins on. So first I'm going to do UAD. I'm going to start with a A800 Struder Universal Audio. There we go. This is like the best equipment you can get for your DAW. Love it. Alright. We want that almost touching red, but not going past red. And it should be like 1 to 3 ish, you know, sticking around there. That sounds great. Okay, next. Culture Vulture. I wonder if I'll have to go back and turn that one down. It's kind of loud. This will make it even louder probably. So let's see. Drive to 3. This should add some bite to it. Love this Culture Vulture. I use it like almost every day. Next we got our Lexicon. 224. This is an old reverb unit that is like famous. There we go. 224 plate mode. Okay, where's the plate? We're on small hall right now. We've got a plate there, vocal plate, perk plate. Let's try that one. Let's turn the solo off and turn the wet mix to 25 so it's not overpowering. It's just adding some reverb. That is fat. That's very nice. Right, next we're going to want a precision. Next we're going to want a precision limiter. Oh, I'm feeling the stream today. I'm into it. Sometimes I'm just going through the motions, making myself do it. Today I am into this. Okay, precision limiter. Drop that over here. Check it out. We want this gain reduction to be just touching. So that would be, this is all set up perfect here, I think. That could be like that, right? And then the input, we want that thing just moving like 2 decibels. But we don't really want it hitting the red, so let me turn that down again. Or is that turning it up? Is this turning it down? Is this affecting the output? Clear. That gets rid of those red spots. Still touching red somehow. There we go. Still going red, so gotta go a little bit quieter. It's probably a good spot right there. Yellow's fine. Red's not what we want to see, but we want to see this gain reduction here happening. Let's check it out. We'll clear it and then check it out. That's good, and then we can just set the release to auto. We turn this back up there. There we go. So that's our UAD. That's our UAD chain done. We did it. Group these together. Rename this. Looks like there's a difference in volume happening somewhere. Why is that? Let's listen to this. It suddenly gets louder at the end. Too much louder. So we could fade that. This is getting too loud right there at the end. We need to fade that a little bit. That might be our filter on the serum just opening up at the very end. That's better. Give this a curve. Maybe we'll hop back over here and see what's going on so we can fix it. Turn this back on. Oh, whoops. It's this thing, I think. That resonance too. that little resonance peak there at the end. It's just going too high. What if we have that down? It seems to be... There. So we had to fix our filtering there a little bit. That's better. Oh, it's like resetting too fast. Still. Could that be this thing here? Let's try this. I think that resonance is moving too fast. Let's see what happens. What happens if we open that all the way? Maybe like a hold. Wonder if we put the hold here, if that will help. I think that helps. Okay. Shut her down. I think that's better. So let's delete that one and we'll resample it to our fixed, our little tweak. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, cut it at 8. We can always make it longer later, but for now we got 8 bars. Go back over here. And then there's our UAD plugins, boosting the sound up even more. Sounds great. So let's make another audio track here and we will record arm input from track 11 input and we'll record that for the 8 bars. Alright, I think that was it. Now we've got 8-bar riser here that's okay. Still sounds kind of plain compared to sample packs, commercial ones that you might buy, and we'll also change that to tones. So what I've discovered, here we go. Now we can shut that off to save our CPU. We can shut this off to save our CPU, and we can go to our new one right here. Rename it Riser F. Whoops. Riser F. 1 sec. Okay. I'm not sure if you can read these things later, but I'm just writing in it. So anyone watching the video, I'm just telling you that the book is coming out tomorrow in the chat. Part 1 of the book. There's 2 parts, and there's an app that's also going to get released with the book. And then I'm going to try and make some sample packs for you guys to show you that it works. You can make your own original content with these books. So we've got that new riser bounced out. We can do some more stuff to it, I think. We'll see. Let's do our Ableton EQ, stock EQs next. So we're going to need EQ8, trusty EQ8. Drop our EQ8 in there. And we need... Whoa, let's close it. Whoa, no, don't close live. Close that. There we go. So we're going to need, what's this info? Close that too. Okay, we're going to need a high pass filter. Just cutting off the low end at 150. And then we'll need a shelf at 8 to 10 kilohertz. So number 4, 8 to 10, start at 8. Let's boost it up. 2 decibels is a lot. Let's go back to 2. If you hold shift, you can get smaller increments. Doesn't even look like it's hitting that high, but it will, I think, as it goes through the filter. Next, we'll throw a saturator. And we'll turn the drive up to 2.5. Whoops. Just a little bit. On soft clip. Soft clip, there we go. Your choice if you want this color on or off. As you can hear, it makes it more distorted and big. If we turn it off, it sounds smoother. A little bit, yeah. It's not as raspy. Next, we're going to want to put a compressor. Dial in these settings. Ratio of 2:5:1. Attack 10 milliseconds. Release 120 milliseconds. And then always you want this threshold. So you always want this, like, this is how much it's being reduced by down here, this number. You want that to be going 1 to 3 decibels. But usually 1 to 2 is good, so. So that's pretty good. Next up, we'll throw some reverb on there. The 6-second decay. So a large decay. The mix is just 45 is good. A limiter would be next in line. Limiter, throw that in there. Set that to auto. Again, we want to turn up the input so the gain reduction is going 1 to 3 decibel. Turn my amp down now. It's very loud. So that makes it loud. I want that peaking 1 to 3. 1 or 2 actually is a lot. So there's 1. There's 2. That's good there. Next up, we would then resample again. Input from number 12 riser. Oh, whoops, sorry, we slowed this. Here, whoops, let's redo that. Alright, record arm. So we're going to play the sample going through all these effects into this clean, now boosted signal. So here we've got a riser, and it still might sound kind of bland, and that's because we really aren't done yet. We've got other things we can do to this to make it sound more interesting, like putting some Foley sounds behind it or layering it with some other stuff. But you get the idea. That's a quick patch. Let's see how long the stream's been open for. I feel like we're moving quick today. It's 30 minutes. So we could cut it here, or we could keep going. We get a sampler. So you think the sampler is like where it ends, it's just where it begins. And this reiterative sampling is what you want to be doing. We insert a MIDI track, we drop a sampler. Here we go. Then we can take our track and throw it in here. Now, boom, we've got a riser with all those effects, not taking any, like, less CPU. And we can play it on different keys. Well, let's make the root F2. That's what it was. F2 there. So that's the root. Sorry. Sounds better right there. For some reason it sounds good when I'm playing it on my 88 key keyboard on 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3 on F3. Even though the root says F2, it sounds good on F3. This is F2 on my keyboard. Sounds too low. So yeah, maybe that's what I was playing it on, but there you go. And we've also got filters in here. We can be filtering it again. So all kinds of stuff we could do to it. Bandpass, like it suggested we do a bandpass. And you could put an LFO on it to move it, or have it opening up again. The filtered filter is filtered again. I'm going to turn it up because now it's quiet. So there you have it. We can add some drive. Whoa, that's loud now. Sounds raspy now. We could automate this thing or put an LFO on it. LFO. Come on, live, don't freeze on me. Okay. Map this to our frequency. And if we make this like I think we want the shape of this just going like ramping up. Alright, and then the rate really slow. Okay, you can see it now when we hit the remote button. It's way too slow. Okay, so let's try 25. It kind of resets too, so I have to wait for it to reset. Let's see what we can do about that. There, so we have it. What's the depth do? We need this thing like slowly moving. It's starting at 0, moving up. Okay, it's not going all the way. Why is that? Oh, it's this thing, I think. There we go. And then how do we make it hold? So if we then just did that, I mean, we've also got the pitch here. What modulations we can do to it. So I think that sounds even better. Let's check it out. Oh, the other ones are all playing too, sorry. Thought something sounded weird and loud. Okay. Whoops. We need to drag this back over here so I don't have to keep pressing the keyboard. Turn that off. Turn this on. Pitch this up. Pitch it up again. Pitch it up again. Oops. So we got that. We can make it like bubble. Look at this, 8 bars. Okay, this is better. So we have it slowly opening up over 8 bars. There we go. So that's better. Okay. Let's hear it with the drums. That's great. Reverb. Add some more reverb again. Makes the sound even bigger. You get the idea, so we can be layering things into it to make it even better, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I think that's it. We've spent 40 minutes, so I'm going to cut it here. And we've made it through Riser Day. Thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned for the book, which I should be releasing hopefully today. I don't know if it's going to be ready, but part 1 is coming, and then the next one. I have to figure out how much I'll be selling it for. It'll be on Gumroad. There'll be a Facebook post about it later. All right, ciao. See you next time. Play the outro.